What is up, everybody? I'm gonna be right back. I'm just starting this stream. Gonna go do something real quick and then we'll be back. Huge. Nami did get the best one. She kind of, it's not a spoiler, but she kind of takes over the island. I mean, you already see it happening, but it literally just kind of becomes her thing. My favorites is Frankie's or Zoro's. Because, I mean, how could you go wrong with Zoro's, right? And then Frankie's is cool just because of Vegapunk, but you don't know who that is yet. Kind of. You kind of know who Vegapunk is, but... Vegapunk? yeah, 1K everybody. I'll talk about it when the stream starts, just in case people fill in. But super exciting stuff. I'm very... Can't say surprised. I mean, yeah, in the long term, I'm surprised. If you asked me a year ago, would we hit 1,000? I'd be happy with 100. He gets even cooler in this arc too, but I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to refill my water. Yeah, how much water is in there? Right. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go refill my water. I'll be right back. Maybe get a snack. Oh, I'm going to get a snack. I'll be right back with a snack. Hey. Made it back in time. No, I'm still in the future. Wait, present? We had this conversation last stream. My brain's too small for this. I got a fruit strip. I'm gonna munch on that before the stream starts. I'm out of breath because I was running. Who knows? Anyways, hello everybody, hope you're doing well. It is currently 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I am out of breath. And I'm a third almost finished with my first snack. Hey, what's up, gentlemen? But yeah, so I'm gonna take my final bite of this. We'll talk about the 1K achievement. Have a little spiel, and then yeah, we'll get to warm up. Man, I love fruit strips. You can't really go wrong. They're probably like super unhealthy for you, but who cares? Yeah, anyways, hello everybody. Once again, hope all of you are well. We have just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is ridiculous. Too many. But sincerely, guys, I know I said this in my post, and I'm not going to say this 100 times, so this will probably be one of the last times I actually like address it without, you know, just simple thank yous and stuff. Sincerely, thank you guys. Like, this channel is so fun. It's so fun to work on scripts. Maybe I'll make a video or two, who knows. But it's super fun to interact with this community. Would have never met Rise or Kat, and so I'm very glad I've met these people, and of course everybody else. Not picking favorites, I am. But yeah, it's been wonderful meeting all of you guys, and thank you. You know, to however many more years of this. You guys know that I'm not totally fond of too many viewers or anything, but I mean, the streams are staying still relatively small. But the support is welcome, and I'm so thankful for it. And I really want to do something to commemorate it, and we will. Probably not drawing Zoro, unfortunately. But yeah, you guys make streaming fun, and I've heard, you know, streaming can be difficult, but for all I know, it's been a blast. And you guys have made art more consistent for me, and yeah. 2,000 eyeballs, I know, right? Because we have 2,000 people in the stream right now. Pick me as your favorite, bah. Come a long way. We have. Time really does fly, and I'm about dang ready to be done with the lesson 5, if I'm gonna be real. So let's get working on that. I'll head over here to our main area, set our timer. I think I feel like half the channel's existence has been just lesson 5. A lot of it's been lesson 4, and you know, in lesson 5 we had 2 promptathons, an era where I was just drawing V1, the upside down bug construction arc, and the warm-ups, the 2 warm-ups we did with the frog and the beetle. So, and then like minus all the pure ref streams, which I want to cut down out on, and honestly I kind of regret weighing in too much in pure ref. I'm gonna talk about it in my lesson 5 video, but I think it was a failed attempt at curing my decision paralysis. Even though I think in the earlier stages that kind of analysis is good, we don't need it right now, in all honesty. We are pretty capable of approaching these things without doing drawovers in pure ref. So I'd say like buy a 3rd construction or 4th construction. Probably don't need oof, that was off. Whatever it's called. We said we're gonna foreshorten these a lot more. So I'm gonna actually not foreshorten this one much. This one we will a lot. I forgot my train of thought, so I'm just gonna let it be like that. But Kat, it's been a day. What have you been up to? Any new drawing revelations? We'd love to see your work in a Delano server. Oof. Huge. Very fun stuff. Did you ever give a look at lesson 5 and its materials? that's about right. It's a bit dramatic, so. Working on bean method. I've heard of that method. Looks very good. Actually, I think I'll use the bean method because I really like the relation to organic forms. Currently on lesson 5 on Brent's course. Huge. Oh my goodness, I apologize. Does Brent teach any like shading or anything? I've seen I wouldn't say this exactly. It's more so what Dio was drawing, but Dio did a lot of like crotch hatching. I'm thinking of like charcoal shading of body parts, even though Dio did do some of that. But like if you look in the figure drawing chat, even though Soko's doing that very much digitally, I still love like the notion of just, I love figure drawing so much, and I can't wait to pursue it. Why not now? With what time? Separate course, huge. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do New Masters, I'm gonna do FODAP, and then I'm gonna try to do a ride. I've honestly, I may be brainwashed because I've been watching Proko's Draftsman podcast. I do like what Proko offers, but I feel like I would be biased, you know, cognitive dissonance, if I didn't listen to some podcast or media relating to New Masters Academy. Ironically, I should technically favor them by the way of advertising, since Drawbox advertises them. Gonna do some 50% hue. Oh, this Friday. I'll try to show you guys some stuff. Cool. Don't do it under the pressure of showing us things though. If it's for that, remember you're doing it for play. I almost said fun. Freudian slip. But yeah, we'd love to see that. I just don't want you to feel pressure to create anything under some preconceived notion of quality. Kind of feel like we should raise this a bit, but we'll debate. That would move this one back, which would shift our connection to here. So let's see where that VP would land. Why did I do that line first? Oh my goodness. Come on, Cav. What was that? Here we go. Huge. That's a decent box, except for our mechanical failure of a line right there. I don't want to. I'm actually a bit pressed for time tonight. I have more homework than the usual to do after stream, so I'm gonna do a plane or two. Actually, no, we need to focus on ellipses. It's a little bit wobbly. I'm getting better at making it parallel, but definitely not getting better at, or definitely not, that's a strong way to put it, but there's a lot of room for improvement for making it slice to the center. Nice. Let's do some more ellipses. Is the camera out of focus? It kind of feels like that. Maybe we need to do some adjusting. Nice. Slowly improving. Still wobbly, but we'll continue. It also has a form and structure course. I'm going to take that one once I complete the cylinder challenge. Huge! Brent the goat. We're so circle-pilled this stream. It was stain on my sweatshirt. Dude. Come on. I'm going to focus on here, just doing ellipses that we're going to be doing on the... Okapi, so hopefully not one like that. Yikes. I don't know if I'm gonna do lesson 6 and 7. I really want to focus on figure drawing this year. That's the thing that, I mean, yeah, do your thing, right? Just don't feel like you have to get something done in a year. That's the beauty of self-learning art, is you have time. Now, of course, we all want to be ambitious towards our goals, and I think that's totally valid. I mean, not most people, but a lot of people just choose the lesson 7 and 6 aren't for them. That's fine. No judgment. It seems like you're having a lot of fun with figure drawing, so. A bit too fast. Yeah, I need to slow down on that second path. Kinda. Just the wobble of a slower pass is rough. It's frustrating at times, but I know it'll be worth it in the long run. Heck yeah. Such as anything worth our time. So, cool. Good warm up. We're going to actually, where did I think it's in the stack of paper. Oh, why did I put that away? Last stream, we actually had a cool analysis of our first attempt at the Okapi. Here it is. You know, a more formal definition probably exists somewhere out there in the wild. But we basically recognize that you know, through our understanding of sausage forms, how we know the degree shifts, because when we're looking more down the sausage form, this degree will get larger. And that means the orthogonal one will decrease in degree, because remember, we're just looking more at it now. So it's just like an inverse of, you know, what you'd expect from the, I don't know, right side, the side, compared to the center line of a sausage form. So really cool stuff. I'd like to find out like a formal definition for that somewhere, but for now this is a pretty cool fact to realize. So we're gonna put that to the side. We're going to take a quick BRB. Everybody get some water, refresh yourselves, and we're gonna get into the hard thinking and the hard part of every construction, which is laying down those base forms. So yeah, I will be right back. Cool, we're back. Fun stuff. Let's see. Oh, the 250 cylinder challenge. I'm not really excited. I don't want to have a turn brain off thing, but we'll see. Cool. Okay. Sorry, I'm distracting myself on Discord. I love scrolling through the Drawbox channels and looking at all the art. People are goated. Oh. Cool. Okay. Here, wait. I'm gonna be right back. Sorry. Surprising thing. Give me a quick second, guys. Alrighty. Cool. Sorry about that. Nice. Okay. So let us get into our copy construction. Let me pull up PureF right here. Lazy streamer didn't pull up PureF before the stream. You know how it is. Cool. Wonderful little Okapi. More like oh crappy. I'm sorry. No, that's mean. It's not no crappy. It's a. I don't know. it's not that though. I forgot my bind for. Am I going stupid? Oh yeah. Okay. No, my binds were just broken. Cool. How does critique work for Brent's course? Like, how do you get a feedback? Because you're already in lesson 5. That means you get a lot of opportunities to make stuff. That's too fresh of a pen. I'm not sure how fresh we're feeling. Cool. So, let's set our hour timer as well. I do have, like I said, homework, and the streams have been going pretty long as of recent, so we need to be a bit more meticulous. So yeah, we realized last stream that we already can make the torso a bit larger. We need to just focus on making that pelvis a bit larger as well. It's not a huge issue where it was last time in hindsight, and just probably better forms in general would be nice. And then moving our neck back and improving the intersection inside the neck. I think all of those will be well. And just, I really need to do the review booklet for our horse construction, because there were some simple mistakes in there that I feel like just reminding myself of would be very important. Particularly, one of the biggest mistakes was that leg. I wasn't paying attention to the negative space. Now, I usually pay most attention to the negative space when I'm doing additive forms, because, you know, additive forms form the silhouette, or most of the silhouette, but in a situation like this where our neck goes, we're not going to be doing any additive forms underneath the neck, we don't need to, or we do need to look at the negative shape, like right here, to inform, okay, how deep should this be, you know? So yeah, last time we decided the torso is about 1/4 the page. In all honesty, depending on actually, no, yeah, we should do a smaller torso. We're about 1 torso high, a little bit more technically, but we'll account for some human error, and about half down, a little bit more than half down. There's no feedback on Udemy, but there's a feedback on Skillshare. I'm considering switching to Skillshare. I would highly recommend, I mean, if you could afford it, of course, right? Because critique is what forms a lot of art education. Like, we can definitely learn on our own, but every professional I've ever seen who teaches art, whether it be on Comfy, Proco, what's his name? Not Mark Brunet. Shoot. Zapata. Zapata, I need, whatever, okay. I want to say Zapta, but I don't know why. Every professional I've seen, they're like, critique is king. So, and that's not because they have services where they will critique your art for money. It's because critique is just so important towards the formative process. Why have I not been doing it like this? Look at that. That's just such a more simplified way of looking at it. Jeez. So yeah, we want a little bit more than 1/4. We only need to fit 3.5 on the page, and rounding down to 1/4 is kind of detrimental. We want to be a bit above so a bit smaller. It's a multivariable problem. There we go. The goals listed on Drawbox. I'm not going to talk much this stream because I want to focus up, but my goals are to get a better understanding of proportion by placing plumb lines in my brain and to exercise that accordingly. And then to exercise my understanding of fundamental primitive shapes, spheres, spheroids, tubes, sausage forms, additive form, to describe an animal. So yeah, those are my goals. And, you know, some more aesthetic ones of having good line work, draftsmanship, practicing that always, ghosting, and mindfulness. Those would be all things I would love to capture here. True, yeah. I wouldn't just, yeah, you know, don't add them directly and just, you know, say, hey, I'm doing Brent's course. Any recommendations so far? Also, just ask them if they recommend Doing the Skillshare stuff. Oof. Why can't I could do so many very nice ellipses for warm up, but the moment I get here, I'm like trolling here with it. I want to hammer this in real quick. I know it's obsessive, but see, why couldn't I do that? I think it's just overthinking. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a teacher. There could be some others. I'm gonna leave it to the professionals, though. I mean, Uncomfortable taught under Peter Hahn, or learned under Peter Hahn. You know, he was taught by Peter Hahn, and other very knowledgeable artists. I mean, half of Drawbucks is either the Dynamics Bible or Scott Robertson. But in art, it's not really learning about what's optimal all the time. That's ironically an inefficient way of thinking about it. Because then you get led to decision paralysis. Like you could go to Proco's Fundamentals or New Masters Academy's FODAP, both of which also starter things. And if I really want to like hone in form, this is just like the tutorial zone, right? If I really wanted to hone in form, definitely I think FODAP would be pretty good for that. Once again, I'm not really trying to become the perfect artist by doing this course alone. There is a huge many years in front of me. Demanding my patience and all that stuff, so. Well, it's tempting to say this is... I mean, I think Drawbox is pretty awesome. I've seen a lot of improvement from it. I think many have as well. So equals do? I have no idea what that means. Broker's expensive, $100. Most of the stuff is free on YouTube. Isn't that his free stuff though? And once again, critique and all that. Same thing with New Masters. I mean, you're looking at what, $500 a year? Now, do they have tons of discounts and stuff? Yeah, but there we go. I guess we need a little bit of a kick in the right direction. Make sure we're proportionally fit here. We actually may be coming a little bit close to the bottom here, unless we really push against the bottom of the stomach. So yeah, we're gonna be pushing him against the bottom of the stomach here just because we need to fit that last hoof on here. It's okay if it gets cut out a little bit. And I'm just more excited for the opportunity to draw very large. So yeah. Also, this is something I didn't include on our little critique last night. But we wanted to move the side of the chest more out here, more to the left. Turn it against us and away from us more. Huge. I like that. I can vibe with that. I'm gonna take my hoodie off real quick. Cool. Okay, so yeah, we learned the torso, and our body's bigger now. So I'm not sure how much of this is going to apply directly, but quite literally, but we're looking at about 3/4 of it. Huge, welcome back. Nothing much. We started our first base form. We had to do a bit extra warm up just to get myself out of being psyched out. Now just really looking at this Okapi and trying to believe. Oh yeah, I watched the Kavel Cust. I did. I mean, maybe, probably. What is it? I watched the second episode of Overlord today. Because, like, the first episode, I was like, okay. The first episode, my roommate, he not even wanted me to watch. He was like, yeah, you could try Overlord. I was like, okay, I'll try it. And first episode gets very down bad very fast. I'm like, oh. And he's like, I promise, it's not usually like this. And I'm like, okay. Today I was like, you know what? I'll finish the second episode so I can make like an actual judgment on whether I think it's like that or not. Straight up, no. That second episode, in my opinion, was worse than the first. That is, they're not like quality wise, but yeah. My roommate really likes it, but I don't think he'll defend it. So, yeah, that's That's the thing, because I started rewatching Vinland. I'm like, do I want to do this again? I love Vinland, right? Don't get me wrong, but I was like, do I want to do this again? I don't like rewatching shows at all. It's very difficult for me. So like, you know what? We'll try Overlord. Well, that's the thing. I do like character dynamics a lot. I think that's very important. Dungeon Meshi has a perfect mix, in my opinion. Mods ban Cat for lying. Lying is now against the rules on the channel. I've deemed it so. I think some of the character dynamic is fine on Overlord. Once again, second episode. I think Dungeon Meshi is just the perfect mix, though, of action and then characters speaking. The first 3 episodes, though, of Dungeon Meshi, I was not in for it. I was like, oh, are they just gonna cook and then there's nothing really to it? No, it's... Oh my gosh. Like, there's a story hidden under the silly jokes. Like, wow. Probably one of my... man, I need to look at more of the creator of Dungeon Meshi's work. What's their name? Let's see. I have the book right here. Yeah, Ryoko Kui. Ryoko Kui. Sorry, can't be banned. Watch me. I'm in a banning mood tonight. You guys better watch out. I need to scoot into my camera more. I just don't like it being like right against my face. Or my light, I should say. Like I have a ring light above this. I mean, as you can obviously see, right? And that's like right where my nose is. If I looked up too fast, I would bump it. Thankfully, I have terrible posture. My neck is like keeled downwards. Can you tell I'm anxious? I keep moving things around. And yes, I did choose to do a sphere. Was it the correct choice? I don't know yet, but we do know from our discovery last stream that the degree should practically be similar here, if not wider. Actually, no. We want it to be more similar because we want the degree to not shift as much on these outer ones, so they should be similar. If not larger. No, larger would just not make sense though, so. Yeah, so we'd want it to be the same or a little bit more, because it is twisting a slight bit. Thinking. Okay. Interesting. This is an interesting drawing. That's what I have to say. Cool. Let's continue. Oof. You could tell I had like instantly regret it right there because I didn't ghost it enough. Once again right there that kind of happened, but we're not going to let that deter us. Bit rough, but definitely feeling pretty 3D, so we'll stick with it. This does kind of give the sense that it's turning, but I'm actually going to stick with it because that could help us with the form right here, so we stay. We snall. I love the we snall meme. Yeah, gentlemen. Okay. So now for the hardest part, other than the first one. Everything's the hardest part, what am I talking about? We got the skull. We said that torso-wise, the skull starts about a third of a torso width. Our torso's a bit long, so we can go a tiny bit less than a third, but I'd say about right here. And this is where the skull happens. If I get a confirmation on that. It actually will be out by a bit, so I'm comfortable going out here. Also, I forgot I'm being a loser. Wait. So, third visually. It still feels a bit bigger than a third, but I'm gonna jam with it for now. I'd rather be a bit conservative, though. Yeah, okay. Guess we do have the chest form right here. So, the side of the head starts there, and then as for... it just starts the teeniest, tiniest a bit. Where'd my music go? Did YouTube stop it? YouTube, I work for you. I get you money, YouTube. Give me my music. Oh, it's just the songs over. Cool. Look at me being so demanding. That was a really good video. Thursday afternoon, 2005, digital remaster from Brian Eno. Brian Eno, that was pretty spectacular. I'm gonna listen to your album called Discreet Music now, and I have high hopes. As for the skull's size, we will be decreasing it a bit. That's still, once again, like we said last time, about a half. And we said it's the teeniest, tiniest, which is a unit of measure. I think that's what those people in the imperial system use. 4,000 teeniest, tiniest. Let's see, we have about an eighth of the form, so once again, that's going to be largely up to my discretion. Half, eighth. Okay. I need glasses. Streaming and art have made me realize that I probably need glasses. If I'm ever getting glasses, I want some Harry Potter ones. I feel like I could rock that. Big ol' circle glasses. I think I could jam with that. I will never go for rectangular. Both my roommates have glasses that they rock with. Two of my roommates wear glasses. They make them work. They turn into a style. But I feel like there's only like one pair of glasses I could ever wear, and that's it. Like I could not do better than that. Okay, sorry, I'm ranting. So yeah, about a half, a little bit less. I'm gonna transport it up there using some rough estimates. What sound do Okapis make? Harry Potter nerd. I was at the gym today and I was, looking at the TVs that they have up everywhere, and they were playing Marvel movies, and I was like, when I was younger, I swear everywhere they played Harry Potter. Like FX, it was on FX, and I feel like FX always played Harry Potter. This was like 2014, right? Like, so I guess like Marvel's the new Harry Potter when it comes to playing movies. Make sure, yeah, that's probably fine. Move it a little bit to the right. Wow, that sucked. Anyways, yikes. There have been better ellipses, for sure. But we're gonna jam with it. Let's find that center line of the head. It starts lower. This is why this one's confusing, is that could almost be seen as a center line. We may cheat a little bit and look at my draw over, but let's see, will we see the upper part of the head? Yes, for sure. So that means we should probably, I don't like drawing ellipses this direction, but we do know we need to set an ellipse right here such that we can see the top of the head. It is aimed forward, so the major axis will be pretty much vertical. Maybe a bit out that way, but something like that. Intuitively, that's what I see. I want to toss it a bit more in the middle. So decrease the degree of the center line. Let's cheat a little bit, look at my deconstruction. Oh wow, okay, I pushed it a little bit more to the side. In fact, I'm gonna go with my gut, because remember guys, we had the issue, it was more so it was too big, but I was having an issue of the center line being a bit too far to the left, so I think if we accomplish something like this. Jamming. We are jamming. Okay. Ooh, this one I do wish though I popped going back a little bit. Because then it would have made this a little bit easier. Yeah, that is actually a bit of an issue, but who cares? Let's start defining where that... Do you like Harry Potter, Kat? I feel like you like Harry Potter. You are a horse girl, so you are like into that genre of people and things. I think about half. I'm using different muscles of the body to create landmarks and proportions, which I think I should have been doing at the beginning. Someone write that down. I think that may be a new technique I'm going to stick with. For the intersection of the head, I'm going to be lazy and just kind of set it to wherever. We can remember the negative shape is we want something that's probably about close to 45 degrees from the horizontal. Maybe a bit taller, in fact. Maybe 50 to 60. I'd be cool with that. Because, yeah, then we have the jaw, which is going to stick out. I really like Harry Potter. I was never, I was forced to read the books. I had a babysitter, and, like, my parents, or I can't remember if it was my parents or my school, but they, like, made this thing, yeah, I think it was my school, where you had to read a certain number of hours per day. And this was over the summer, I think. I deny all horse girl allegations. I'm sorry, but the fact that you were, like, giving me horse facts, which is cool, I love animal facts, but the rate of horse facts was, sorry. Anyways, we had to like read a certain amount per day or per week, and we had to do a little tracker. And so when I had a babysitter, we had like a Harry Potter book. I think it was my mom's, and she was like, "You have to read this." So I was in protest of that so much. I like reading nowadays. I'm more of like I don't like reading fantasy as much as I do like informative. I don't know, that sounds nerdy. I'm not gonna go that direction, but you know, and so I'll just stare at the pages, and then I'd like fake turn the pages to get out of it, and then my babysitter would be like, "Hey, you know, you didn't actually read that. Go back." And I'm like, ugh. And then I would actually try reading it, and then I'd realize, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm reading because I've been skipping all the pages. This goes far, dude. Dude. This goes far, dude. Like, I don't know how far to send it back, but technically we could be like right here, because we're gonna be tossing. Yeah, we're gonna do that actually. My mom used to get, because you're a horse girl. It's okay. Cat, we accept you for who you are. Now, if that's a horse girl, it's kind of weird, but we accept you. It's okay. So this center line will travel over here. Oh yeah, we can use this to inform the back intersection. So that does that. So then we're gonna go back here. I think that might have been a bit too tall. I think we'll stick with it for now. That means, oh, I should have done this line first. We should technically be cutting through the form here if we're going to be doing this. So yeah, it shifts, which I don't like, but also I don't care, so we're gonna... If that's a issue that I'm critiqued by Dio for, then so be it. Watch Dio secretly watches these streams. This is just gonna flame me. Dio seems like such a cool person. They don't talk too much on the Discord. They're a bit of a lurker like myself, but they seem really cool. And obviously are very skilled. Alrighty. Cool, we have our base forms down. I don't agree with the neck all in all. I feel like it's not tall enough. The neck. I just realized that we have a little plumb line that we can do right there with the muzzle. Whew, man. It's tough stuff. Let's get to the arm, huh? So, arm form. Going to define this. Oh, we have a really long gap. Ooh, wait. Uh-oh. Did I go too far? Did I girl boss too close to the sun? That's stupid. No, wait, what? What is my brain doing? Because, yeah. If this is a third, we have this. Go to a third, we put it over here, we rotate it. I am so confused. We're gonna do the forbidden technique. I'm so confused. What is going on? All right. I see. This is where a different part of me would redo it. But we're gonna stick with it. Because we've learned our lesson about perfectionism. So, we do have the belly form to account for here. I don't know how far I want to send the arm in. Probably to about right here. I just realized, yeah, this has this form attached to the chest. I don't know, you're not going to be here to defend yourself. Who knows, there may be like a line of people picketing next stream with signs that say, cat is a horse girl. It's fine. It's fine. Have a good one. I think if we go a little bit right here, which is bold and it's weird, but I'm gonna jam with it for now. Zoro fan number one. Zoro horse girl fan. I feel like that's not a mutually exclusive thing. Like many people, I don't know. I feel like Zoro fans are horse girls. Is that a bold thing to say? Is that incorrect? I feel like it is. So I'm gonna go right here with the arm. Hey, Joman, brother, we're gonna come on. If you don't know what this is, I can't help you at this point, my friends. So yeah, this is tough because it's gonna span just below this, like right here. We never even considered the X position of this. X position. It's actually very much to the right. And remember last time we actually got really close because we didn't push this one far enough to the left. So let's mine to the gap in the center. Mine to the gap. And we have like the end of it right here because we're gonna have the chest form. And then the stomach form. It's gonna be a little bit past. Yeah, I think we need to. No way is the arm that big. But I think it's way. Maybe it's also just because I'm not used to drawing this large, but still. I should go probably about as far as here. Yeah, that's the purpose of learning your fundamentals. So you could have a geometric proof for those things, and then actually I want the arm to be smaller because we have that additive form from over there. But no, we learn the fundamentals to do that. So you get to train your imagination with 50%, and you get to train what you produce with fundamentals. It's about halfway. Very thick arm, okay. I've established the bounds. I'm not a huge believer yet, but we have something like that going on. And it has this kind of gesture. It's going, you know, this curve. Cool. I like that. I do kind of wish we went deeper. So, because that means our stomach's... Oh yeah, we did say we wanted to push our stomach in a bit, and the stomach's not at its lowest until it's about right here. So we can kind of skirt by with that. Skirt. So yeah, we have that. I'm gonna draw a plumb line up from there. And then I probably should have gone near to over the middle part of it, but whatever. And then lower fourth. What size is that gap between them? That gap is maybe a sixth. We have our chest form. So I'd say this pushes out pretty far. I'd rather them... Actually, no, last time we had an issue where the gap was a bit too big. Let's see, we're gonna have an additive form that's gonna go like this. Probably, yeah, we had a singular chest form that would buttress up against the arm, which I'm gonna stick with. I wish we were still measuring things in terms of skulls, because that is a pretty fine measurement. It's still, let's see, a sixth. It's not close to a 2.5 yet. I'm measuring a 2.5, so. a little bit over half of this. So that's about that gap. Whoa. Interesting. And let's see that other form. Probably end right there. Yeah, I think if we do that, we'll probably be fine. And I'll make it just a, yeah, it is just a tad bit higher than that. Warming up right now, huge. What are we going to be drawing tonight? Trying to turn my 3D brain on if we're gonna have the center of this being like we had a, so yeah, over here. Put it. This one's be a lot less bendy. Hoofed animal, probably going to continue that. Have it forms have currently drawing reference you gave me to understand. Scroot. Hey gentlemen, while I appreciate whatever that is, let's try to not just spam the chat. Oof, there's a bit more exposed there than I wanted. I definitely should have shifted it up a bit, but we'll survive. Let's work on those hind legs. Making some good progress today. Dang, we're still going overtime though. Don't know how that happens. I know why we took in like an extended break in the middle and had a longer warm up, but still. Okay, so this leg in the back. Let's figure this one out. That form ends basically maybe a bit higher. No, we want it to encompass more of the knee. So I'd be happy if we could make it lower. Basically this plumb line from the bottom of the tummy, which I'd expect to be right here. So about like that. And this is basically, we push this too far back. So this is basically the rump now. You're the one putting equations in chat. So okay, the form will be this gesture downwards. Its highest point before we do more additive forms will be slightly lower than this. I just scrolled through, I think it was either Pinterest or Google. Yeah, it was Google, yeah. I legit just put pineapple in, I think. Here, let me see. But that I got lucky with that. Like, finding references like that are needle in a haystack. Yeah, here. I just Google pineapple. Yep. It's one of the earlier ones that comes up. One thing I have done in the past is dramatic lighting, typing in a, yeah. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I feel like Drawbox could benefit from like a 3D rendering thing. Like, if it just had like a tool where it could shine light on a very high, like nice mesh object. But then again, that kind of takes the point out of it because you're supposed to understand that 3D forms that, you know, block the light. But I still think, yeah, no. It's just, it's so hard to visualize on your own. I agree. I got this X position, or Y position, but we need to think about the X position as well. And I always, you know, minimize the gap right here on accident, so let's see. The portion between the legs minus additive form is about 3/4 of the actual. So we take this, we place it right here, and wow, that's actually a pretty decent guess. And so long as that's kind of exhibits the same motion, which it does. Yeah, I hear that. I think because it's so open-ended, I would choose anything and just jump on drawing local shadows instead of the shadows. Forms affected by the light. Yeah, finding things with just cast shadow too. Because like so much of that reference I gave you counts as form shadow. I wish there was like a magic button we could press and it just hides all form shadows, you know? Like... And there is technically gray area at some point when you consider what is form and cast. And then occlusion, like there's so much occlusion inside that pineapple, inside the gaps right there. I typically draw occlusion a lot, or at least like that's where I do tapers and textures. Like the little, if you look at the texture I gave you, I have the like big solid and these tiny lines that come out from it. Just to say the occlusion there and helps, you know, give a slight contour to the 3D forms. That's probably like the main reason I use it. Or the main way I use it, I should say. Alrighty. So yeah, we should expect this to intersect. And is it just as thick as the main arms? I'd say a tiny bit less thick. I want to... Yeah, I'm going to shoot it outside of the form. Why not? There's no use in trying to escape from that. It is difficult, but with the right pictures, you can get a pretty decent estimate. I keep wanting to make this, you know, turn it a lot more than it actually is, but just doing it like this. It's a bit thicker than I wanted, but I think probably should have been a bit lower too. This is why easels are better, and I need to get one. I have one, I just don't use it because it feels awkward and it slides. But like proportion gets distorted because I'm not like sitting directly over the paper either. Cool, okay. And then we have this hind leg, which kind of does this. And let's see, if we have this on the other side, I can see it doing this. Let's check out oh, I kept it straight. Interesting. I can see what no, I'm gonna do it my way. Because that means it carries on this kind of vibe. Oh wait, no, now I'm kind of just doing that. I could see it. I hate when they're pseudo like parallel like this, because then we get a lot of tangent lines and I do not like. Let's see, the extent of which it goes outwards. It's about half. What? Oh wait, yeah, okay, so that. So yeah, about right here. That's a bit larger though. Have you listened to any new music recently? I noticed I haven't really touched my playlist. Let's see. I've listened to, oh yeah, last night, you were here last night, yeah. Shrimp put a really cool song in chat called... Where'd I put it? Did I not keep it? I swear I sent it to myself. Oh, I put in music. Sure Sure by Funky Galileo. That was cool. I've been listening to more ambient as of recent. The most recent ambient thing I've listened to is Brian Eno. I've been listening to Brian Eno all stream. At the gym, I've been listening to more J. Cole. And I recently got back into Woodkid a tiny bit as well. Woodkid, very specific music for very specific feelings. I don't listen to Woodkid all the time. But Woodkid's second most recent album, which I think was like, what, 2019? Let's see. Go to artist. Woodkid's, oh, 2020, yeah, S16. I love S16. That's my favorite Woodkid album. So shout out there. I think that's all I've listened to. And then other than that, I've been listening to No Man's Sky ambient and The Witcher's OST, Witcher 3. I've been just super into ambient, like a lot of droning. There's one ambient that I tried getting into, but then I felt really depressed and I stopped listening to it. It's called The Ambient Sounds of the Lid, I think. That was recommended by a friend. Not totally my vibe. I like a bit of a, not a melody, but happier sounds. I don't know how to describe it. I tell people I'm really into like almost all music except for country music, and they don't believe me, and then I listen to all music. I mean, I just went from video game OST to... Oh wait, I was missing classical. Have I listened to any classical recently? No. I used to... During exams, I get a bit more into classical. I've listened to Debussy like too many times, so I do get a bit tired of it. Rachmaninoff is huge. There's one French one, I can't pronounce it. But I know it translates to They Were Like Children, I believe. That one's solid. That's probably one of my favorite pieces. It's like Le Mislinde, I can't pronounce it. I was super into French indie over the summer. And I've been wanting to get into more like Spanish music. But I have not really looked into that. But you know, of course, La Femme. I love La Femme so much. Shout out La Femme. Please, guys, if you want to listen to some really nice indie rock, Rock Machine, their newest album, is really good. Trying to think of what else. There's another, I can't remember the name. Everything But Country. My sister likes country, and so I'll listen to it for the sake of her, and it's not like I hate it. It's just when I'm listening to it. Oh yeah, I've been wanting to also get more into Tyler's older music. Not that his music's old or anything, but I've just been listening to Chromacopia so much that I'm like, oh yeah, he has other music. And then a little bit of Kendrick here and there. Oh yeah, I have been listening to, I think I've talked about this YouTuber before, Labirin, I don't know how to pronounce their name. I think they're from the Philippines, I think. They have these like AMVs in this whole universe that they're building, or like worlds, you know, they're doing some storytelling. And it is furry adjacent, so if you feel at all opposed to such thing. Not that I think it matters. I mean, I listen to Nobunoko all the time. I freaking love Nobunoko. I hope Nobunoko knows that. Because Nobunoko's a goat. Yikes, that one kind of bombed, but... I'm not going to overdo it today. We're going to stick it here, because that one kind of was a bust. That sucks. But nothing detrimental yet. I think the only major errors, kind of the neck region, the formation of that, and the body's a bit too long, and I should have started with the back of this, like right here, I think. But these x-ray forms are hard. It really doesn't matter, but yeah, so actually, yeah, I should have left it a bit more blank over here so I could do my additive forms more. But yeah, so successful day. Made our chip into the, thank you. Yeah, that neck is questionable, mainly because of the intersection that I think about it. But at this point in lesson 5, I think the biggest thing I've learned and I'm getting used to is just, I'm so tired of lesson 5, I've given up trying to be perfect, and I think that's a wonderful realization. So yeah, with that being said, everybody, huge, awesome stream. Ending a bit early. I'm not too opposed to that. Mainly because I also got homework, and you know, we want a par of like 1 hour, 20 minutes, and we're at 30, so that's fine. And a lot of fun chatting and doing stuff tonight. So tomorrow we're going to pick up with the legs, hopefully kind of amend that leg by just doing better other forms. I want to add a bit more gesture. That front and then the back legs will give us a lot of good opportunities for that. I hope I didn't lose too much space. Oh no, you're just not going to be paid at all. That's a lot of boxes, goodness. Yeah, I think that's all. We will not be streaming probably Thursday. I may take an extra day off this week. And a couple of all caps. Yeah, it's a negative. You owe me money now. But yeah, keep me updated, Delano, on what you make. Thank you to everyone who joined. Joman, Delano, Cat. I think that was everybody. Once again, thank you all for 1K. That's kind of ridiculous. 2,000 more eyes, like caps lock. Wow, dazzling shout out. 100%. That's kind of 100%. But yeah. So yeah, I think that's everything. Today's Monday, so we could maybe finish this by Wednesday. That'd be cool, and it'd be perfect. Or 50% Friday. We do our copy next week, and yeah, exams start next week, by the way. So that will put a interesting. I have exams for 3 weeks straight. Well, last week we'll probably return to normal, but the first week in there, I think we'll jump to 8 p.m. streams, 8:30 p.m. streams. We'll see though. So anyways, once again, thank you guys very much, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.